I'm just starting every video with a coffee now. Probably not every, but I'm doing it again today. You can't do it. Simple, right? Also, sadly, it's true. If you think you can't do it, you're right. That's it. End the video. It's been good. Okay, that's not true. The video's not that short. It's not. I'm not just telling you can't do things. Let me get you up to date. Here's the real quote by Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So that's what it is. If you think you can't do it, you're right. If you're focused on saying I can't do this, you already cursed yourself. You already made sure that you wouldn't be able to, because you sent a message to your brain saying, well, I can't do it, and your brain said, okay, I guess we can, and it didn't try. And this has a few effects that will start happening just by you saying you can't or thinking you can't. So the first thing is, like I said, you're gonna kind of try halfway, because you won't go all the way because you already thought you can't. So then why would any part of you commit if you don't even think it's possible? That's the first thing. Second thing, because you're gonna fail at a lot of things thinking that way, you're gonna start losing your self-confidence. You won't be confident in yourself, because every time you do something that you think you can't and then you actually can't, you're gonna start thinking you're worth nothing and that you can't do anything. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is, well, you'll start thinking you can't do anything at all, because everything you'll try will always come down to you can't. The more things you can't do, the more you'll think you can't do anything. Are you seeing this vicious circle? It's just going nowhere. So it's really, really toxic to think that way, because it has a direct effect on everything in your life. Not just the thing you're trying to achieve or not achieve, but everything else. It's always connected, and it always comes down to how you talk to your own brain, to yourself. The words you use, and it's really that thing, that word, can't. That's the bad one. You can use different ones. Say something is difficult. Say something is challenging. Say it's the hardest thing you've ever had to do. That's fine, but don't say you can't do it. If you say you can't do it, then that's it. You can't. You're right. If you say it's hard, doesn't mean you can't do it. It means you're gonna have to work your ass off. Sorry, but that's the truth. You're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to put in the time, put in the effort. But the hardest thing in your life is still achievable. You know? Saying you can't do it, well, that makes it unachievable, and so you won't achieve it. So let me repeat that quote, because I think now you're going to hear the difference. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. You're hearing it now, right? If you think you can, then you can. You'll achieve it. You're right. So every time something's challenging, think, yeah, it's hard, but I can do it. Yeah, it's the most difficult thing I've ever attempted, but do it. Because the thing you say that you can't do and you don't even try is a waste. You're right, you didn't try it, you said you couldn't, and boom, that's all you got, nothing. If you can, if you think you can, and you give it a shot, most of the time you will be able to. And even if you don't achieve it, there will be a lesson. You're gonna come out of it on top, and that's as much as a can as doing it. You know, it's the same worth. You're getting a lesson out of it. If you say you can't and you fail, there's no lesson, because you already thought you couldn't. And so why would your brain register any type of lesson from that? Right? So it's all about how you talk to yourself. Say you can do something. That's it. Just whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Think you can. I think you can. You just have to think it yourself. Believe it. It's pretty much that. And I have a hard time with that. You know? I think I can't do a lot of things. I thought I couldn't do this video. It took me 5 days. It's been 5 days since I wrote part of this down. and then decided I was gonna shoot it, and every day a new excuse showed up because somehow I kept telling myself I couldn't do it. So one day, you know, it's been raining for a few days. Oh, well, it's raining outside. I can't do it. I don't want to shoot inside. And then it's cold outside. Well, I don't have a B-roll. Oh, I don't have a place to go. What do I do with this video if I'm just sitting down again? I am sitting down again because I got tired of whatever those reasons were and thinking I couldn't do it. So there you go. I set up the camera. I'm on the balcony outside. It's sunset. It's the first day we have sun in 5 days, so couldn't skip out on that. That's it. I stopped saying I couldn't. I said I can, and I stopped making up excuses for everything else. That's the trick, is just say you can and force yourself to try. Force it. Just go for it. I almost didn't make this video, just like I almost didn't do so many things in my life. And as I'm working on it, I hope you do too. From now on, I want you to think you can. Whatever you're trying, just say you can. Say it's hard, but say you can. Tell yourself that you can do it, and you'll be able to. Just use the right words when you're talking to your brain. That's as simple as that. Fun fact, actually, I used to teach rock climbing for like 8 years. I was a rock climbing teacher, rock climbing coach, and that was one of the things I taught to anyone I interacted with. Whether it was a beginner, like someone that just started, or actual people that compete. And that was always one of my things, because in climbing it's easy to say you can't do something, just like anything else in life, but it's just funny, you know, whatever you're thinking, I know is gonna work. If you think you can, you can. That's it. You're right. So think you can. Please do that to yourself. Do it for me, do it for you, do it for anyone, but say you can. Stop saying you can't. Ugh, can't. Such a disgusting word. I don't like it. On that note, please leave me a comment if that's something that you liked, or something that you think is going to have an impact in your life, or if you're trying it, or if you do try it and you do succeed. Please write that in the comments. I would love to hear it. And reach out, you know, I'm down to chat with anyone. I would love that. You can also find me on Instagram, Sebastian R. Tyler. It's not a shameless plug, actually. I am plugging it, but it's just easier to talk to me there, so, you know, slide in the DMs, I guess. I can't believe I said that. But reach out. And if you like this video, like it, you know. Well, yeah, if you like, but, you know, hit that like button. And then share it. I think more people could use that. I know it's not the most interesting video. I don't have the fancy B-roll. I'm just sitting on a balcony drinking coffee. But I can do better. I will do better. For now, it's baby steps, right? Baby steps being creating a whole video and putting it on the internet for anyone to see and scrutinize. Baby steps, you know, just tiny little thing. Not that I'm afraid of any judgment. It's okay. But on that note, I will leave you. I have to go watch Game of Thrones with a few friends. I don't think I'm ready. But can't really do anything about it. Alright, see you guys next time. It's not gonna be that long. I'm just shooting this. I'm talking to you. We're having a good talk, you and I. And a good talk. It's not like you're answering. I wish you would answer. Please leave a comment if you enjoyed that. But I guess it is a talk still. And, you know, it's like, I'm talking. You just can't answer. It's okay. You can, but later. You can. Hey. Okay, I'm sorry. That was so bad and cheesy. I feel bad.